Good afternoon, folks. Wayne Bolden from the Speed King channel. How y'all doing? I'm fired up. It's Friday. It's Memorial Day weekend. I'm clicking on all 8 and I'm looking forward to my holiday. I want to wish each and every one of you a happy Memorial Day. That's right. I got some jazz in the background. We're popping out here. Listen to that. That is funky. By the way, if you're watching this video, do us a big favor. The red button, yeah, that's right. Go ahead, push it. Subscribe so that way you'll know each and every time by ringing the button, that bell up there, that when we do a video, you'll be notified each and every time. And I hope everybody is dialed in for this weekend. I just cashed a little trifactor on Kansas City Kiss. Surprising I hit a try. So I'm here today. I just want to get rid of the nonsense and go ahead and start dialing into this Belmont Stakes 1 week from tomorrow, the 5th of June. And you know how we do. First thing we need to do is get rid of the pretenders, because the race ain't not that tough. I know we've been going about for 2 or 3 weeks now. Hey, this thing's getting old, man. Let's just dial in and start getting this thing to work. So today, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the 6 pretenders and throw them directly off the ticket. This won't take long. Because once we narrow it down to the 6 that can't win, then we could dial in on the remaining contenders. But let's not play around. You know, it's nice to have the conversation back and forth and all that stuff. But man, we got other work to do. We got the Metropolitan Mile to do that day. We got some other stuff to put together that day. Let's just get rid of these pretenders in the Belmont Stakes on the 5th of June, going for, I think, 1.5 miles for $1.5 million. That's right. So I put together a little sheet here. You know how I do. I spend a lot of time at this stuff. And there's 6 of them. That's right. That shouldn't even be on the radar, shouldn't be in the race. Maybe they're nice horses in their own right, but not at this caliber. They shouldn't be in it. So let's go right to work. Let's dial right in and you tell me something, y'all. The worst of the bunch of the 12 or 13 that's in, this France Go d'Indy horse, y'all, come on, can we agree on this? That this France horse shouldn't be in the race. I mean, the horse is by Will Take Charge out of a Dreamy Blue mare. But I will tell you, the Dreamy Blue mare that France is out of is by Curlin. I'll give him that much. And I have no idea why Joel Rosario is still sitting up on this horse. I mean, they would shock the world. They would shock me with this France horse. So I think he's the worst of the bunch. And I think he should be thrown directly off the ticket. I mean, the horse has 5 starts to his credit. Over there, overseas, he's got 1 weight for age win. He ran 6 in the UA Derby. And you know who won the UA Derby? That Rebels Romance. That's right, that's a Godolphin horse who happens to be in the Belmont. So this France horse was 7th in the Preakness, and his Equibase number is sad. So he's our first throw out. And I hope y'all can comment, give me a thumbs up on that one, and just say agree or disagree when you comment, because France is the worst of the bunch. The next horse, well, it's one of the 4 that Todd Pletcher have in. Overtook. Overtook is by Curlin, which means he's bred very, very nicely. Out of a Got Lucky mare who's by AP Indy. This horse only has 1 win to his credit, and that's a maiden special race at Aqueduct December 20th as a 2-year-old. His 2 races as a 3-year-old, he runs 2nd in the Withers, and he runs 3rd in the Peter Pan. But the Overtook horse, Todd Pletcher's horse, bred nicely, only got 1 win, and that's a maiden special. I mean, how would we land on him? So come on and agree with me. Give me the thumbs up. That Overtook shouldn't be in the race. The next horse, well, I know I'm going to get a little pushback on this. I know people like this horse, but this horse is no better than Overtook. keep me in mind. Well, keep me in mind, Dario is the trainer. Um, Only has one win to his credit. And that is the Kentucky Jockey Club Stakes last year as a 2-year-old down there at Churchill. Right? I think that's where he broke his maiden in a stake race. And it was a grade 2 race. But as a 3-year-old, keep me in mind, never developed. He never developed. Not one bit. They bring him out his first start as a 3-year-old at Oaklawn Park in the Rebel. He got smoked. Equibase number is horrible. Time form number is horrible. His speed figure is horrible. And he ran 6. Then they took him in April 3rd to the Bluegrass. And he got smoked in the Bluegrass. And you know who won that. That's right, one of the Untouchables. EQ. Gave him another month, a month off. He comes up in the Kentucky Derby and he runs 7. So his 3-year-old numbers and his 3-year-old finishes is 6th, 5th, and 7th. He did show a spark in the Preakness a little bit, and he ran 4th. So keep me in mind, it's just not of this caliber. He's probably the 3rd or 4th caliber when it's talking about this particular 3-year-old group. Just doesn't measure up. So keep me in mind should be thrown off the ticket and not considered for the win position. And the next horse is Brooklyn Strong. Brooklyn Strong do have 6 starts, 3 wins. That's pretty good. But let's take a look at his win. He won a maiden claiming race down there in Delaware last year as a 2-year-old in September. Then he won the Sleepy Hollow Stakes at Belmont as a 2-year-old in October. And then he won the Rimpson. That's right. And as you know, who else ran in the Rimpson? He won the Rimpson, and that was it as a 2-year-old. Has not won a race as a 3-year-old at all. That is Brooklyn Strong. Came out in the Wood Memorial, which Bubonic won. He ran 5th, Brooklyn Strong. Then they took him to the Kentucky Derby, and he ran 15th. So again, here's a horse that has 3 wins to his credit, $225,000 in earnings to his credit. But again, he's just not of this caliber, in my opinion. So Brooklyn Strong should be thrown directly off the ticket for the win spot. And then Barbotic. Well, we know the deal here. He's got 3 wins out of 7 starts. He won his maiden claiming race at Aqueduct as a 2-year-old in December. Came back with a starter optional claiming, won that race. And somehow, as a 3-year-old, he got lucky and won one of the biggest prep races in the country, the Wood Memorial. And then he finished 13th in the Derby. He is by Bernardini. It is another Todd Pletcher's horse. And there's just nothing about Barbotic that makes me think that he can win the Belmont Stakes. So he's out. And the last horse, and the best of the 6 that here, is Promise Kept. Well, this horse is borderline, okay? Because this horse, Promise Keeper, really does look like he's getting better. And again, this is another Todd Pletcher's horse. The horse is by Constitution. And I'm telling you, he's got 5 starts to his credit. He started as a 2-year-old. He didn't start as a 2-year-old. He started his first race as a 3-year-old in January at Gulfstream Park. And we're talking about Promise Keeper. And he ran 4th. His second maiden special race was at Gulfstream in February, and he won the race. His 3rd start in his life, they took him to the Tampa Bay Derby. He ran 12th. Then he ran in an allowance race in April, and he won the race. And then somehow they took him to Belmont Park May 8th, and he won the Peter Pan Grade 3 stake race. And when you look at his numbers, not that he's won a Grade 1 or a Grade 2 race, he hasn't. But when you look at his numbers, he increases very slowly. And this horse is developing. Promise Keeper is a forward-moving horse. His number says it, his speed figure says it, and he's coming along nice and slowly. Actually, you don't see Todd Pletcher horses develop like this. Nice, small, gradual increases where they're not knocking themselves out. They look healthy, they are healthy, they're performing within themselves, and they're moving forward. So Promise Keeper has every right to go forward. Don't think Promise Keeper is ready to beat this group, but I wouldn't leave this horse out in my tries or supers, right? Because he is, I mean, his speed figures are just getting better and better, and they're 10 points slower than the best horses in the race. But Promise Keeper is a horse to consider in your tries and superfectors. Now, what do we know? You heard it here first. These 6 horses cannot, I repeat, cannot and will not win the Belmont Stakes. Who are they? I'll put the sheet down in the description. But y'all already know this. I just want you to comment. Let me know what you think about the 6 that we're not even going to look at no more, so we can focus in on the other 6 that can win it. Let's run through them again. The France D Indy horse is the worst of them all. Overtook Todd Pletcher. We don't like him. Keep Me in Mind's never really done anything but won one race. Brooklyn Strong is horrible. Bourbonic somehow won the Wood Memorial. God bless him. And then Promise Keeper, who out of these 6, we're the highest on. So just tell me what you think about these 6. If you agree, then you and I can start our conversation, get these off the ticket, and let's dial into the other 5 or 6 that may go if Get Her Number gets in. So again, I'll put these horses down in the description. You scrub them, you look at them. I put them on a Ouija board. They came up no to me. So these 6 pretenders cannot win the Belmont Stakes. Let me know what you think. Let's start our dialogue. As always, folks, you know how we do. And let's get some more jazz going on in the background. Happy Memorial Day to y'all. Hey, I got to go watch my Pimlico race. You know it ain't far to go at Pimlico. We're live in that Pick 5. We just cashed the ticket on Kansas Kiss. Somehow, we played him in the 3rd and 2nd spot in the try. Came back $82. Not bad. So once again, folks, Wayne Bolden, here are the pretenders. Here are the ones that needed to be thrown directly off the ticket in the win spot. If you want to use these horses underneath, that's on you. But these horses can't win the Belmont. That is the France horse, the Overtook horse, Keep Me in Mind, Brooklyn Strong, Bombarding, and Promise Keeper. Great Memorial Day, folks. Talk to you soon. We're going to do some work this weekend. Have a good day. Great weekend.